Go.
Right, where did we get to last week? Well, actually, it's 2 weeks ago because last week was buying a bike, weren't we? Anyway, last week we whacked on the carburettor and started sorting out the pipe work. It wouldn't be me though if I didn't have to take the carburettor straight off, because it's been pointed out to me that the little hose that I ran around the back is not quite in the right spot. So I'll correct that in a second, and then we'll push on from there. Cool. This is the beauty of taking things on and off multiple times, though, isn't it? You get really confident with how it all goes together.
Sure do.
Trying to see the positives here. She came out easy.
Yeah.
Right, when did you get down here? Get down here, girl. Right, you see where I've put that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It goes around the bottom there.
Apparently, yes. So what I'll do is I'll put a picture of Card's bike. He's the very kind chap that pointed it out to me. And yeah, he's also doing a RD500. What's he doing? He's doing a RD500 replica based on one of these bikes. Looks really, really good, really clean, nice. So
cool.
Hopefully that's it. It just sits literally just like that.
Okay.
All right. Oh, second thing, by the way. During the week, I was reading up on where this fuel pipe goes. I can't remember what I was searching for, but anyway, see this fuel pipe that goes across here at the moment? There. Apparently it can actually go behind here as well.
Awesome.
And it doesn't need to be quite so long. So I might just disconnect that and do that as well.
Awesome.
Right.
We like redoing stuff.
I do like reading stuff.
We have no agenda to get it done.
Right, okay. And then, where's my fuel tap? Oh, it's up there, isn't it? I was completely wrong about the fuel tap. I don't know. Let's scratch that bit. I'll just fucking ignore it.
It's because you're sick. We'll put it down to being sick. The brain's not working.
I'm struggling, yes. But I'm still working because it's Sunday morning and we like coming in here and doing some work.
Got nothing else better to do.
Nothing better to do? Well, sit on the sofa.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, all right, well. Struggling through, aren't we, Bailey? Hey, good girl. Okay, so I did try this pipe behind the two coolant pipes, and it actually comes into too tight of a radius to get into this. You see this connection here? Well, not connection, this kind of like fork. And you've got that big block. So that's the same connection piece, albeit some of the material's been a bit damaged. There's that block, all right? And then you've got three little short ones there, which go down to this. Okay. Which I guess we should refit that before we start fitting the bloody wiring harness to it. But okay, why am I talking about it like that? Because after looking at it for a few minutes, I realised that you could probably put the thing a little bit upside down and try to move the cables about. But if you don't get the orientation right, you're probably going to be straining cables. So just taking a few minutes to make sure you've got it correct. Obviously, that's for the back end of the bike for all the bits and pieces. This is going to go. This one here is going to go down there and out there between the forks to the front there. This one is going to come down. You see where I've got the screwdriver here?
Yeah, down.
Yeah, and then out across there.
Where again?
Take the piss. Little bugger. All right. And of course, you've also got this one here. So as we look at the existing one coming down, we've got this piece teeing off, and it's coming around the back and joining into here.
Okay, yeah.
All right, and at the minute that
Goes
come around the other side, that goes to the ignition switch.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a basic familiarisation with the loom. And before we put it on, we want to refit this down here.
Which is what?
It's a coil, darling. So when we can find it.
See you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, so there's the coil pack. And I've given it a bit of a clean, bit of WD-40 and stuff. a bit of a wire brush on some of the metal terminals and stuff. But before I fit it, there is this bracket which I've painted. You want to see what that looks like? Just in case you've totally stripped your frame or you've had a frame come to you in pieces. That's the nice little thing there. It's going to hook over that part of the frame and it's going to bolt. I don't know if you can see. You can see, can you?
Clear
okay,
view.
bolts in there. Right. Last time we were taking it off again.
Yeah. What are you doing there, darling?
Taking stuff off again. Just thought it'd be interesting for a change. So what's happened here is the throttle cables are on the wrong side of the fork. So yeah, top tip, put your throttle cables around the front of this fork leg. See this? See that? Around the front of the fork leg.
Yep.
Okay, so just quick one, black on the right and the orange browny colour on the left. And we can refit that. So you've got the left side and the right side. Notice on the right side we've got two round. On the left hand side you've got one round plus the rectifier there. Alright, so rectifier to the left. These two, which are going to go to the YPVS and the CDI unit over here to the right. And then you've got the large bulbous one with, just come around this side. The one with the rectifier on the side. That's going to go down here. Down. Just don't worry about its end result further down here for a minute. We'll sort that out. It's going down there. And then this one is also going to go down into there, so that what we end up with is the crisscross is just here. This crossbar is your reference piece, all right? So now I can attach a cable tie here and a cable tie here.
Cool.
That's going to hold it in its general position.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so my cable ties are on at the moment. I'll snip them off and tidy them up, but undoubtedly they're going to get broken and taken off and redone later. Now we've got the cable out the back of the ignition barrel. So that's going to tuck through under. You've got your multi-block connector there, and then you've got the single push pin there and there. Okay, so that's your ignition tied together. Cool. Now we've got this little, you see this one? Okay, we'll about that on in a sec. I think, yes, there we go. From the right hand handlebar switch, we've got this coming down and round, and that should connect into here like that. Okay, now I've got a single, that single there. Okay, now they're together. I'm just going to see where they're sort of tucked away and attached.
Cool.
Okay, so they're sort of hiding up here in this space. No, you're right, you're right. So I've got an aftermarket light switch here,
Right.
but I'm going to take it back off because it's some sort of cheap, nasty eBay piece, and yeah, I don't trust it. I think I've got in a box there months ago. I ordered a quite expensive original piece, so I'll go and find that. But effectively, what we're looking at next is, whilst this is going to go down the side of the frame there, you've got another cross piece that's going to loop around, and where all this stuff goes to is related to the left-hand handlebar switch, I believe.
I thought he was going to say nobody knows.
I don't know.
Okay. You found the right one?
Yes, so this one is from Yambits. It wasn't that expensive actually. It was, yeah, and £10 postage. So altogether 44 quid or $88. It is item HBS, Hotel Bravo Sierra 013. It's the cheap nasty thing that I got off of eBay for whatever reason. I never picked it, but it had a sort of like a choke lever at the base there, which is not right, and the connections, the black one's right, The white one's wrong.
Right, cool.
Routing of this cable around the front of the fork into this gap, and then up and over our little reference crossbar thing that we were talking about before. Through there, and then we can connect. Yeah, cool. Okay, next, where do these two go? Hey, what did you say? You don't know?
I don't know.
I'm going to take a wild guess that this one, make sure the cables are all right. Yeah, this one's going to go onto the temperature sender here.
Do you want to check before you do your wild guesses?
And
Spoil the fun of taking it back off.
I'm pretty confident that's just as simple as that. There, I always unplug them again, can't I? Why are you laughing? Right. Okay. They're in there. That's like that. I feel another cable tie coming on. I'm gonna cable tie this block somewhere, I think.
Correct.
Okay, so we've got 4 of these for going onto the frame, and they sort of support the position of the fuel tank. When they're getting cable tied on, you've got the rear section of the wire loom. So take note down here where my finger is, it's going down to the right hand side of where the cylinder head exhaust port is. Down there, and keep it well to the side. This is then going to, part of this is going to go around the back of the battery box, and then the rest of this is going to come up that side of the frame. Get there in a sec.
Okay.
Okay, so that first block, look down there where my finger is. Right, see there's a weld here. It's got about 2 fingers of gap, and then you've got this. And of course we've secured that rear main cable that goes down the back end of the frame. So this one is opposite parallel, and it's picking up 2 of these, the throttle cables here. It's securing that at the same time. Let me just check that I've got, yeah, everything's working nice, smooth. Cool. Okay, so with this one, I did a minute ago, I was just showing Tracy, I cable tied it into the throttle cables, but then when I tested the throttle, I found that was taking it through too sharp of an angle, so I've removed that. The only thing I'm holding temporarily there is this cable block from the left-hand light switch. We'll see how that goes. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do the coil pack and the rectifier. This rectifier looks fucking toasted. I don't know if it's been hit with something or whatever. But look, I'm going to put it on and we'll see if it works, but I'll be sourcing another one in the meantime. Fairly obvious would be to connect that one to there. And those little rubber seals are a bit ugly, but okay. Pull the boot back on, like that. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? I'm just putting that rubber sleeve, just pulled it back on now that that's connected. Okay.
You see?
Now I've got, I'll probably do that one to there. Some rectifier.
Does a rectifier
Hey?
Does a rectifier rectify?
It smooths out, so the generator's kicking out all the electricity.
Does it rectify all days' mistakes?
No, well, I wish. No, that's what the internet's for. Okay, I've got these here. I've got a red and white and a green and white. Cool, okay. So, now, I want to look at the way this is routed, because these two, they want to come under the coil.
Right.
Back in a sec. Oh, bugger me. Right.
It's like, yeah.
Fucking knew it. Right. This one, which I've ended up leaving over here for safekeeping for now. I wonder if I can get it over. Anyway, it's goes under
There.
this bolt, yeah.
Right. Let's see if we can do this without taking the whole thing off.
You got fucking no chance, I don't think.
Wow.
Is that
Almost.
almost? Give me a minute. Yeah, let's pull all that off again. Just because.
It's the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
You're saying you just broke something.
I'm not breaking. This unfortunately was broken. Oh yeah, back to the little saga of the blue wire. So that doesn't need to go around there because it still could be to do with the neutral switch. The cable I'm looking at going into this bottom hole here is this thick black one, and it needs a fresh connection put on it. So I'll sort that out now.
Does your screw fit?
No, it doesn't. See if we've got different sizes.
Let's do that again.
Oh shit. See, perfect fit tray. First time every time.
Yeah.
Just take this one back off. Third time's the charm again.
Take 100.
Yeah, okay. It don't reach trays.
5 minutes.
Cool. You got some black tape?
I don't know. Have you?
Yeah.
There you go. Video done.
So it's going to go to there. And okay, so these two, we've got an orange and we've got a black.
Mm-hmm.
And as I am again cheating and copying from the other bike, the red or the orange or whatever is going to go on the right side. Got to be honest though, if you were looking at the length of the cables, you'd probably be forgiven for going the other way around. But when it comes to we've got no spark and bits and pieces, these are the things that we can check. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
We can.
I'd be tempted to put a bloody cable tie or something to that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Interesting to know what that one's for. They're a bit tight, aren't they?
I don't know.
I wasn't asking your expert opinion.
Well,
I
you
was
just asked me. You went, they're a bit tight, aren't they?
yeah, that's where you go. Yeah, they are, darling.
But yeah, my mind can read.
Well, that it's like almost like a fucking bowstring. Across there.
Right.
That one would never reach it. Yeah. Okay, I'll take that as they're there.
Still don't know what I want for.
Spares.
Mm-hmm.
We stop and have some lunch?
Yeah.
Okay, post lunch, we've just ordered another rectifier. I had a quick look on the ambits and they're all about £54, which would be about $90 plus postage. And the one that we've just ordered is from China, $30. That's free postage. So it'll take about 10 days to get here. We'll see if it's any good. Meanwhile, we can continue with the wiring loom, can't we, Bailey? Yes. Just tidying off on this side here. At the moment, hello. I'm pretty confident that these two here are the indicators for this side. This here, not entirely sure what that one's for at the minute. Should become apparent later. And this one, I still think this is something to do with the neutral switch or whatever, but don't know yet. Hello, darling. Meanwhile, that's quite straightforward. That'll just do taillights and indicators and stuff over there. Over here, what we've got, I don't know if you can see. Where's a good position for you?
Here.
Okay, we've got this round multi-plug there. I'm guessing that's going to provide power to the servo motor for the power valves. So it's clearly got to go much further down. Those two. What else we got? Pretty sure these two are the power cables for the battery. Ah, that reminds me. Maybe we'll shoot out on the bike and go get a battery from Battery World.